One day after leaving the Bills facility before practice and his coach saying he's very concerned, Stefon Diggs turned up at practice Wednesday. Whatever issues being dealt with seemed to be resolved, according to Bills coach Sean McDermott, who spoke with reporters again yesterday. He made it clear that whenever a player misses practice for any reason, he's very concerned. He shared that something needed to be worked through and characterized the talks as healthy conversations. He now feels that they're in a good spot. It's still uncertain as to the specifics of what caused the issue, and it's possible that we'll never know. Everything revolving around the situation has been mysterious. No one has laid out the actual problem. Odds are they don't want anyone to know. It's clearly not nothing, because if it was nothing, then we wouldn't be talking about it right now. And there's no doubt there were communication issues internally. Josh Allen stated that specifically yesterday. Bills fans have to be hoping that these communication issues don't continue into the future. And hey, maybe they never have another problem again. It's possible that they actually resolved their issues. It's also possible that it's a ticking time bomb. Just because a fire got put out in the short term doesn't mean that it won't flare up again sometime in the future. It's especially important these days how front offices and coaches communicate with star players who have more power than ever before. Just look at Aaron Rodgers in his final years in Green Bay. He wasn't happy with his involvement in personnel decisions that affected his job. He wanted a seat at the table, an opportunity to give his opinion on specific moves the Packers were discussing. In the summer of 2021, Rodgers forced his hand. At Rodgers' request, Packers GM Brian Gutekunst traded for wide receiver Randall Cobb. Gutekunst knew that he needed to make his star QB happy. After Rodgers aired out his grievances, things looked to be resolved, at least in the short term. But just 2 years later, the baggage of the past reared its ugly head. After Rodgers found out Gutekunst had started looking for trade partners, he decided that he wanted to be traded to the New York Jets. Stefon Diggs is no Aaron Rodgers, but the Bills know that if they want Diggs to be around for the long term, they need to do everything they can to keep him happy.